Welcome to Stamp Collector University, the YouTube channel where I teach you how to collect stamps internationally or in these national parks. And today we have Bryce Canyon National Park in Utah, and I did it in just 6 hours. Can you believe it? It's actually possible. So today is day 1 out of 8 of my entire Utah trip, where I attempt to hit all 5 national parks in Utah. And some things that you can expect from this video is a super unique hotel tour and eat and drink your way through the town of Escalante. Enjoy, y'all. We got Bryce Canyon National Park, and it's said that you can do this in about a day. So let's see. I've even heard people doing it in a half day. I got a 6.5 mile loop hike. It's like shaped like a figure 8. You go down into the valley, kind of ups and downs, and then hike back up to the parking lot. Surrounded by me right now, I got all of these hoodoos that have been formed from all this erosion from over the years. One thing that I really wish that I knew and took into account was how cold it was up here. The elevation is high, so I wish that I brought better like ski mask, gloves, and actual thermal layering under. But the sun starts to come up, and as soon as you start hiking though, you start to warm up, and I kind of regretted even having my under layers. So all the major parts of this hike that I want to hit today are called Peekaboo Canyon and the slot. Hopefully there'll be a cool slot canyon. I'll do a Navajo Loop Trail, Mother's Garden, I think is what it's called, Inspiration Point, Sunrise Point, Sunset Point. Wall Street is closed, not because of weather and seasonal. A landslide that cut it off, so that's like the most picturesque spot that you've seen all over online. And then of course the money shot, the Bryce Amphitheater, which is this when you're looking down at all of the hoodoos. And there's also a couple more cool rock formations like Thor's Hammer and 2 bridges. So we'll see how much we get to see today. So hopefully this is my most epic shot of the day. I have this little remote control receptor right here, and then I just run up that trail to the switchback and take pictures from over there. So I've been running back and forth, and hopefully the pictures come out great. But this is one of the little hidden gems that I've never seen online. So Bryce Canyon, man. So you go from basically hiking like you're feeling like you're in Mars, and all of a sudden you just hike into the valley and you're surrounded by all these fucking beautiful trees. Great little transition of scenery. Way more to come. All right, so we just completed, I'd say, about half of it. I'm on the Peekaboo Loop now, and those are all the hoodoos right there behind me. You just came from zigzagging all throughout there, and now up we go. The one thing you don't have to worry about in Bryce Canyon is the views disappointing you. So I'm in Peekaboo Canyon, and it is exactly that. Every corner you turn, it's just like a peekaboo of a new view. I mean, it's just insane. I had this original plan that I was gonna do a figure 8 loop, but I think I'm gonna have to cut it a little short. And instead of going all the way back to Sunrise Point to where I started, I'm gonna have to pop up to the Bryce Point overlook. Only because the main area, Wall Street, which is how I was going to shortcut back up to the parking lot, is closed. I stopped trying to pack up my tripod after every use and putting it in and out of my backpack. I'm just using it as a walking cane because every corner you turn, there's a crazy view here. Definitely do not recommend listening to All Trails time expectancy for these hikes, because those aren't for influencers in the wild. I swear to God, I've stopped and taken so many tripod setup pictures. It's been ridiculous. Just look at every turn that you make. It's just 360 views. Man, so I'm cutting the hike short. I'm not going to continue my Peekaboo Canyon loop. Going up where the trail meets with the Bryce Point Overlook trailhead. You go up about a mile instead of finishing the rest of my tour, which would have been like 3.5 more. And there's a shuttle right there, so I'll hopefully be able to hop on the shuttle back to Sunrise Point to pick up my car and head out to Grand Escalante staircase. The shuttle is free if you have the day pass, I believe, or for sure it is free if you have the annual pass for $80. Gets you into any national park, so you don't gotta pay the one-time entrance fee of $35. So actually there's a rim trail that goes from one end of Bryce Canyon all the way to the other, and it has all these different points, and it's really easy. So it's really good for any levels of beginner or elderly people who don't want to get into the canyon, but the views from up here are just as good as going down there. Lastly, the parking lot fills up super quick. There was just a line of cars in here. It seems to be chilled out a little bit, but I don't see one open spot. Oh, there's one open spot. And of course, the perfect way to end your day in Bryce Canyon is with some amazing barbecue off the side of the road. It just took me like 10 to 15 minutes to get here, and it's called IDK Barbecue. Situation critical. I asked this guy down the street, he's a local in this town, Escalante. I was like, who starts selling alcohol around here? I know Utah is very dry. And he's like, oh, you got to go to that place down the street called Outfitters. It might be closed though. It's the only place in all of town. So I'm here. Let's go see what they got. He was like, the only place that serves any type of alcohol, if Outfitters is closed, is this pub down the street. And he's like, oh, it opens in 5 minutes. So either way, you can still get a drink. Let's see. So I either was in between camping tonight, which my body would hate me for, or choosing this modern kind of chic DIY compound here with like a bunch of different types of stays, cabins, small cabins, double cabins, and these silver air streamers. I'm glad I chose this. It's got a jacuzzi, food, free coffee in the morning, and I am excited to go break in that jacuzzi. I just had the best shower of my life. Hot water, complimentary towels. They got all the soap you need. They got them everywhere around Utah and even in other parts of the United States, so definitely check them out.